And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live from Nichols Gymnasium in Griggsville, Illinois, as the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes play host to the Carrollton Hawks. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. John's alongside tonight. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. They're rocking away here at the Nick, literally with the electric guitar serenading the fans as we prepare for tonight's matchup. Always a good time when these two programs get together. We've seen some very competitive contests over the years. When you talk about the Jeff Crumwitty and Tom Bradshaw matchups of years gone by, but these two coaches, and Coach Rhodes and Coach White, ready to get their teams on a upward trajectory to start the season, and it should be a fun matchup here this evening. Glad you're alongside on Central Illinois Sports. We step aside for a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with more after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berrien, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve the entire region with high-quality banking services close to where you live. Learn more about all the services they provide for you and your neighbors at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. It's the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes. They're 1-1 on the season. Wins over Pawnee, or a win, I should say, over Pawnee to start the year, and then fell to Brown County at the Nest earlier this week. They'll play at Western tomorrow night, and they'll do the same thing they're doing this evening. The varsity start will be a little bit earlier, followed by a modified JV game. The Tornadoes just with 10 guys, freshman to senior this year. No seniors, no freshmen on the team, so they're going to be playing it like this most of the year. This Carrollton Hawk squad has one game under their belt. They're 0-1, lost to Piasaw Southwestern 52-48. Earlier this week. They're a program that's fairly used to playing a little deeper into the football playoffs than they did this year, so they don't start basketball quite as early on the game side of things at Carrollton. Usually a fairly physical style of play out of the Carrollton Hawks. Griggsville Perry known a little more for the finesse, and this group especially for their quickness and intensity on the defensive side. We'll see how these two styles collide here this evening. John's alongside as well on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll have action for you tomorrow night from Pittsfield as Pittsfield welcomes Danny Stevens and the Southeastern Suns. It's a JV start at 6 o'clock, so expect the varsity to start around 7:30 tomorrow evening. Then on Saturday, we'll have action from the IESA 7th grade state tournament in Auburn as the Pikeland Lady Braves will take on the Staunton Terriers. That's a 10 o'clock start time with the pregame show around 9:40 or so on a Saturday morning. We'll get John up and rolling, so he'll be up and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for that one. Brian Shoemaker will also have action for you on Central Illinois Sports on Saturday afternoon with a 2:30 JV start, so a varsity start around 4 o'clock or I should say around 3:30. I think it's a 2 o'clock JV start. Varsity start around 3:30 as Camp Point Central plays host to Triopia in a contest that has some Winchester tournament seeding ramifications, as those two teams will go head-to-head. Of course, Camp Point Central very early in their season due to playing in the state finals. They lost to Brown County by 10 in their lone game so far. And once they get their basketball legs under them, they'll be a team to be reckoned with, as will Triopia this year. They returned some very good athletes looking to replace a couple of guards that had played since their sophomore year. But Rich Thompson and company have proven they know quite a bit about the round ball as well at Triopia, and looking forward to seeing them as the season goes along. Let's step aside for a timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll talk more about the matchup, the Tornadoes and the Hawks, on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Tornadoes and the Hawks in action tonight in high school boys basketball action. You take a look at this Griggsville Perry roster, John. It's loaded with talent. The only thing against Coach White's team this year that might be working against them is the fact that they just have 10 guys, freshmen to seniors. We talked about in the opener, no seniors, no freshmen on the team. So the younger guys are going to have to really kind of grow up in a hurry, the sophomore group, and play a lot of minutes at the varsity level, along with this junior group who played a lot of varsity last season as sophomores.
Yeah, definitely going to be a tough situation if you ever get in foul trouble, just having 10 guys, and especially not having any seniors. And then, you also have to look at it as, too, no freshmen out. So you're probably going to do what you're doing right now for at least the next 2 years.
5 seniors, 5 juniors, 5 sophomores, I should say, on the squad for Coach Garrett White, who, of course, lost a player in Tate Koonsman last year who was a 1,000-plus point scorer in his career, led the team quite a bit last season. They're looking to find some guys to pick up that scoring load. This group really likes to play fast. They like to pressure. And they're trying to get out and transition. That's kind of what they've prided themselves on, especially with this group of kids throughout their basketball career. You take a look at the other side of things in this Carrollton Hawk group and Coach Tony Rhodes' team. They lost some pretty good athletes last year when you take the likes of Pullman and Leonard, who's now starting for Lincoln Land on the men's basketball team. And Also Coonrod. I mean, those are three pretty good guys that played a lot of minutes for them last year. So this Carrollton team comes in with some question marks, but for them to play Piasol Southwestern, who's usually a fairly formidable foe, to a 4-point game to start the season, should be a good sign for Coach Rhodes' squad.
Yeah, I would think so, and that tends to be kind of a bigger school, so kind of a bigger school test there, and definitely a more physical style of play. But Carrollton plays a tough schedule. They usually get a game in with Jerseyville, too. They play a lot of the tougher 1A, 2A schools around, too. But, yeah, definitely a little more physical team on the Carrollton side generally. And then they've usually had a guy here and there that can really shoot the ball. Griggsville Perry more definitely looking to hit those three-pointers, really build a lead quick if they can.
Of course, these two teams will participate in the 100th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. It runs the 7th through the 14th of January, if I remember correctly off the top of my head here, and we're looking forward to that. And it's going to be a tournament that is loaded again this season, with the likes of Porta being very good at the top. That Triopia team would be very good. Camp Point Central could be a team that gets seeded a little bit lower due to the late start in the season, but it's going to be a pain for somebody as they play throughout the tournament. I think you're going to see a very competitive tournament. West Central we saw earlier last week at the Beardstown tournament. They had a nice tournament there, finishing second to Southeastern. I think you're going to see a lot of competitive games in the 100th edition of the Winchester Invitational Tournament. They're going to have a great raffle this year. In fact, the sports boosters from Winchester already have those raffle tickets on sale, so make sure to reach out to any of them. You can actually also pay for those online this year via Venmo, I believe. So check them out on their Facebook page, the Winchester Invitational Tournament Facebook page. It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. You need to contact Great Rivers Bank. They've got great CD rates for you right now. Good chance to have your money, make some money at Great Rivers Bank. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank or stop by their locations in Hannibal, Liberty, Barry, or Pittsfield. We step aside for a timeout to hear from some of the sponsors helping to bring this game to you tonight on Central Illinois Sports. We take a look at keys to the game next as the Hawks and the Tornadoes are head-to-head at the Nick. Back after this.
Pressures on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressures on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressures on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM and Camp Point, working for you.
Glad you're with us this evening on Central Illinois Sports. Griggsville, Perry, and Carrollton The Tornadoes, as we told you, they'll play at Western tomorrow evening. We saw the Wildcats to start the year. Team that's going to have to cut down on those turnovers as the season goes along. And so this Griggsville Perry squad might not be the best of matchups for them, John, because one of the keys to this game, as it is for Griggsville Perry, is to turn their opponent over and get out in transition.
Yeah, Griggsville Perry likes to get out and run and go shoot open layups if they can. And honestly, they're not afraid at all with at least 3 or 4 of their guys to stop and pop a 3 even in that transition game.
It'll be interesting to see how Michael Myers is able to go in this contest. He has an injury to his left wrist and hand area that sidelined him from practice, but he's out there playing now. But it definitely is very heavily wrapped up there, John, and I can't imagine that really is extremely comfortable when you're trying to shoot the basketball, even though it's his guide hand and not necessarily his shooting hand.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty heavy to work with. Probably not going to be able to be much of a dribbler then, so you're going to have to catch and shoot, and that just really limits you.
Carrollton's going to hope that this game's not called extremely tight because they like to be physical, and that's one of the things that they should have an advantage in this contest. Carrollton kids traditionally are just much more physical than Griggsville Perry's.
Carrollton kids are generally much more physical than almost everyone, but yeah, that's definitely true, and they fill out a full roster, and Griggsville Perry with just 10 kids out, that really leaves your bench pretty short, too.
Also with the likes of Braylon Rhodes, who they list at 6'5", and Bobby Heath, who they list at 6'1". Now, when they stand side by side, they look similar, so either Heath's a little taller or Rhodes isn't quite 6'5". They've got a pretty good size advantage in this contest, really across the board. Carrollton is quite a bit bigger. Brecken, even though he plays a lot on the outside, stands at 6'4", so that'll be interesting to see how Griggsville Perry, whose guards stand more like 5'8", 5'9". They do have the likes of Dane McAllister at 6'4", Myers at 6'2", and Finsick at 6'4", but they're not quite as broad necessarily, I guess we should say, as a guy like Rhodes.
Yeah, that's definitely true, and if Rhodes decides that he's going to go down and bang on the blocks, especially if they are going to allow that to happen and not call many fouls down there, then it could be a long game for the bigs from Griggsville Perry.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Taking a look at Carrollton's roster coming up. They play at Gillespie tomorrow. Now, this schedule says 7:30 a.m., but I'm going to guess that's going to be a p.m. start unless there's no school in Carrollton or Gillespie tomorrow, which I can't imagine that there would be so. Then on Monday, they are going to take on Calhoun Brussels, and that game is at Hardin. And then it looks like they have a couple more games Wednesday and Friday of next week in games that are to be announced. And Griggsville Perry actually plays in the North Green tournament that I believe starts next week as well. I do believe they might be the top seed in that tournament, as a lot of expectations for this Tornado group to start the season. We step aside for our final break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as they have the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the play-by-play. It's Griggsville Perry and Carrollton on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Well, the young man that played the national anthem, a la Jimi Hendrix, pretty darn good tonight here at the Nick in Griggsville, Perry, and so we appreciate him showing off his talents this evening as he played the Star Spangled Banner on the electric guitar. Just a sophomore. We'll try to get his name to be able to tell you more about that. But now it's time to tell you about the players in this contest. Our starting lineups tonight are brought to you in part by Trucks LLC. For all their diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Currently operating with mobile service units only at this time as their new building is being constructed in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local communities with all of their diesel needs. Call Trucks 217-922-0044 and be sure to like Trucks, TRUX, on Facebook. For the 0-1 Carrollton Hawks, Tony Rhodes, their head coach. Marty Rhodes is his assistant. He's coached a game or two. They'll start at a guard, a 5'8 senior, Tyler Singleton. At a second guard, a 6' junior, Carson Crosshour. And at the third guard, it will be the 6'4 senior, Caden Brecken. Out of forward, the 6'1 senior, Bobby Heath. And at the other forward, the 6'5 junior, Braylon Rhodes. Rhodes, Heath, Brecken, Crosshour, and Singleton for this squad from Carrollton. They got the black lights out. It's like we're at a rave, John. Forgot to bring the glow sticks and the extracurriculars. All right, for Griggsville Perry, they're 1-1. Garrett White's squad is on the season, assisted by Keenan Elliott and Keaton Wart. They'll start at a guard, a 5'9 junior, Wyatt Lipkeman. At a second guard, his twin brother, the 5'8 junior, Lane Lipkeman. And the third guard will be the 6'2 sophomore, or no, he's a junior, Michael Myers. Come on, Jack, update these cards. At a forward, a 6'3 sophomore, Wade Lipkeman. And at the other forward, a 6'4 junior, Dane McAllister. McAllister, Myers, and then the brothers Lipkeman and their cousin Wade starting the night for the 1-1 Tornadoes. Starting lineups also brought to you in part by Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more about the services offered at Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. We are atop the bleachers at Nichols Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes and the Carrollton Hawks. Carrollton in the visiting green uniforms with the white numbers and black trim. Griggsville Perry in the home whites with the maroon numbers and gold trim here this evening. I'm Charlie Hull. John's alongside as we get back into focus here with the black lights turned off. Never seen a black light starting lineup, but it worked out all right.
The Carrollton cheerleaders have the perfect uniforms as they're all outlined in white, and so their whole uniforms were glowing.
A little glow-in-the-dark action.
Yeah.
Brecken jumps in the center for Carrollton against Myers for Griggsville Perry. Sit back and enjoy high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. Nice crowd on this side of the gym. A little more sparse on the other side for this Thursday night boys matchup. Our referee steps into the center circle. The tip is up and controlled by the Hawks. Ball knocked out of bounds quickly, though, by the hands of Wyatt Lipkeman. It stays with the Hawks on the sideline in front of the GP bench. First quarter action. Inbounding it will be Crosshour. Looking for a man. He finds Brecken. Brecken will play the point now to Crosshour. Dribbles toward the top of the key. Against the matchup zone defense of Griggsville Perry. Now they get it inside to Heath. Heath going to try to impose his will. Little left-hand scoop shot up and good. Heath has his first two and gives a 2-0 lead to Carrollton early in this contest. Quickly into the front court. What happened, John? Looked like a ball just thrown too far. And a turnover on Griggsville Perry is their first of the night.
Got tipped by a Carrollton player. Thought maybe just out off Carrollton, but must have gotten tipped by a Griggsville Perry player also.
7:39 to play in the first. 2-0 the advantage for this squad from Carrollton on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Singleton with it in the backcourt. He works it across and is bumped and fouled near the half-court line by Myers.
It's going to be Michael Myers' first foul and the team first against Griggsville Perry. It'll be ball out of bounds just in the front court for Carrollton.
Inbounds pass, Singleton to throw it in. Gets it in. Out front to Heath. Between those circles it goes to Crosshour now. The crossover against Wyatt Lipman, and they travels. Turnover on the Hawks is their first of the contest. Pivoted on both feet.
Yep, exactly.
7:18 to play in the first. Griggsville Perry back on the attack as Lane Lipkeman will bring it up against the man-to-man of Carrollton to start the evening. Myers with it, gets in the lane. McAllister, turnaround shot, no good. Sky and high for the rebound. His first of the contest is Brecken. Carrollton will slow it down as they bring it across the time stripe here. A minute into this contest, it's 2-0 Hawks. Deep in the corner right side, Brecken lets it fly from downtown. No good. There's Heath to clean up the boards. Lost his balance and gets called for a travel. So Heath gets the offensive rebound, but then he traveled. And so a turnover on the Hawks there. Second of the contest. 2 for them, 1 for Griggsville Perry. Tornadoes back on the attack here, looking for their first basket. Lipkeman with it on the right side. That's Wyatt Lipkeman. Gets it to Myers. Attacks and is blocked out of bounds by Bobby Heath as he got a pretty good chunk of that ball. Knocked it out of the baseline.
Good leaper there.
And bounce pass comes to McAllister. Right side it goes to Wyatt Lipkeman. Back outside McAllister fakes, now puts it on the deck. His pull-up shot is an air ball. Out of bounds, length of the court to go for the Hawks. 6:32 to play in the first. Trying to get it to McAllister inside, and he's not been able to hit so far. Singleton with it in the backcourt against this 1-2-2 pressure. He hands the ball off to Croshour. Takes it across to Singleton. Singleton with hands all over and ball stripped, stolen away. Third turnover into the front court. It's Lipkeman with the right-handed layup up and good. Wyatt Lipkeman ties the game up at 2 points apiece following the turnover by the Carrollton Hawks. 2-all. 6:08 to play in the first period. Here's the ball knocked out of bounds again by Lipkeman, and this pressure for Griggsville Perry has already caused the Hawks some trouble.
But 3 turnovers for Carrollton already?
Yes. Singleton to throw it in, looks for an opening, close to 5, gets it into Croshour, just in the backcourt. Takes it across the center circle. On the left side, Singleton. Dribble drive, kicks to Brecken. Brecken from the wing for a 3. It's the back iron, no good. Rhodes has the offensive board, keeps it alive to Heath. He'll attack down low, try to throw a pass right back to him. Then the shot's blocked by McAllister. McAllister also gets the board. Tornadoes on the run into the front court. Lipkeman down low, up and in. Wyatt Lipkeman for 2. And a lead change the first of the contest as the Tornadoes take a 4-2 lead.
That foul is going to go against Carson Croshour. I thought that was what he signaled, but maybe I'm wrong.
Croshour.
Yeah, his first team first. Sorry, the board was slow getting it up there.
Yeah, well, not everybody can be as quick as you, John. Lipkeman's free throw is good as well and makes it a 5-2 advantage. Now on the backcourt, a reach-in foul. This is against Myers. He'd pick up an early second, and it is.
That'll be Myers' second, team second against the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes. It'll be ball out of bounds in the front court to Carrollton, actually right at half court.
Here's Garrett Woodward into the game, so they get a little smaller. Woodward 5'11", he's a sophomore, as Myers sits down with 2 fouls at the 5:38 mark of this first quarter. The scoreboard says it's 199-5 right now, but it's really 5-2. I don't even know to go up to 199. If they score that many, we will be here for a while. Here's the pass at the free throw line to Heath. Now they got it fixed. He's already used the dribble, works the cross pass to Brecken, who throws it away. Turnover on the Hawks is already their 4th. Into the front court with it is Wyatt Lipkeman, and a blocking foul as he's bumped and knocked from his feet here.
That foul is going to go against Bobby Heath. That'll be his first and the team's second. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Griggsville Perry.
2 team fouls on Carrollton in the early going. 2 on Griggsville Perry as well. Here's a drive in by Lipkeman. Kicks out to Woodward. He gets a good look at a 3. It's short. Ball out of bounds. Good hustle by Lane Lipkeman. Kept it alive, but right into the hands of the Hawks. Into the front court. Heath a little off balance. Scoop shot up and in for 2. He's got 4 and cuts it down to a 1-point game. Quickly across come the Tornadoes. Skip it across to Woodward. Deep in the corner it goes to Wyatt Lipkeman for a 3. Rattles in and out, no good. A rebound pulled down here by Bobby Heath. His second of the contest. 4:49 to play in the first. Hawks trying to retake the advantage. Caleb Howard with the ball. He's a 6-foot junior who's checked in to play the guard. Now here's a near steal, and in fact it is a steal as Lipkeman picked the pocket of the man. Larceny in the layup. Lipkeman's got 6. And the lead back out to 3 for the Tornadoes. High pass, and right at the half-court line, Woodward had his hands in the back of Heath, and Woodward will be whistled for the foul here.
Be Garrett Woodward's first foul and the team third against Griggsville Perry. It'll be a ball out of bounds for Carrollton right at half court. That seems to be kind of where they've been inbounding the ball right now.
Here's Charlie Stump into the game, a 6-foot freshman for Carrollton. Heath with the basketball, drives in, blocked out of there by McAllister. Rebound down to Wyatt Lipkeman, wants to push, doesn't have numbers, drives right in. A lot of contact, and he gets it to go. Lipkeman with 8 early points and has extended the Tornado lead out to 5. Largest lead of the contest on the Trucks scoreboard. Howard with it in the backcourt, a single dribble. Throws it to Stump. Stump works it across to Heath. Heath on the dribble drive, dishes it down low, ball knocked loose and stolen away. Turnover on the Hawks is their 6th. Into the front court, Woodward. 3:58 to play in the first. Around the horn, Wyatt Lipkeman gets a touch on the right side. Skips it across Woodward to Lane Lipkeman. Out top, Wyatt Lipkeman. Also, we see Flint Kirk has checked into the game, the 6-foot sophomore. McAllister comes and sets a screen. Wyatt Lipkeman on the dribble drive. Little floater up, and he's in double figures already, John. 10 points for Lipkeman, 10 of his team's 11. 7-point Tornado lead. 3:30 to play in this first period. Into the front court, Stump gets the pass. Works it in the corner to Brecken. Bounce pass down low, Heath. Heath puts up a off-balance shot, no good. There's Rhodes to clean up the glass, and he'll put it up and in. Braylon Rhodes with his first basket of the contest on the offensive rebound putback to make it 11-6. McAllister, a little inside out. Wyatt Lipkeman, hot hand, 3, good. Lipkeman with 13 now. And he is on fire in this first period. Has double figures with 13. Just under 3 minutes to play. Here's a ball knocked out of bounds by Kirk. It'll be tipped and stay with the Hawks here on the baseline, out of bounds in the front court. 14-6, the lead for Griggsville Perry, behind 13 points from Wyatt Lipkeman. Inbounds pass comes to Heath. Took it down low, and Wyatt Lipkeman picks his pocket. Turnover number 7 into the front court. Lane Lipkeman off the window, rolls through. Lane Lipkeman with the bucket. And the lead is 10 now, and we'll have a timeout called by Carrollton. We'll pause as well. 2:43 to play in the first. 16-6. Tornadoes have the advantage over the Hawks as we pause for this break on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Cam Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Cam Point, your hometown sports bar.
After the timeout by Carrollton, it will be their basketball length of the court to go. 7 turnovers by the Hawks, 6 points, 2:43 to play in the first. And they've spotted Griggsville Perry the 16-6 advantage as the Tornadoes really imposing their will right now. Hawks have a decent size advantage in this game, just have not really taken advantage of it in the contest so far. Heath with the ball in the backcourt. Works the pass, tip, keeps it alive. Near the sideline, Howard runs it down. He's out of a double team to Stump. Stump puts it on the deck, 2:29 to play in the first. He's trying to avoid the pressure out there. Now they get it to Howard, and he steps out of bounds. Turnover number 8 on the Hawks. It's Wyatt and Lane Lipkeman doing a lot of the pressuring against this Carrollton squad out front. They're not very big, 5'8" and 5'9", but they play bigger than that. Into the front court, and Lane Lipkeman brings it up. Works a pass that is tipped and stolen away here.
Nope,
not stolen, as he just had lost his footing. Now McAllister, the spin move down low, shot up no good. And on the rebound, it's tipped out, kept alive to Wyatt Lipkeman. Now Lane Lipkeman. 2 minutes left in the first. A 10-point lead in the basketball for the Tornadoes. Wyatt Lipkeman. Little pick and roll action with McAllister. Good find down low. Ball was tipped. Now they work it back out. Lane Lipkeman for a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, good hustle by Kirk. Could not corral it, but was really fighting hard to get his team an extra possession there. 1:48 to play in the first. 16-6 the lead for the Tornadoes. Here comes Singleton back in as Heath sits down for Carrollton. Singleton in the backcourt along with Howard. And Stump. Stump has the ball high above his head. Across to Singleton. Dribble drive in, skips to the corner. Brecken for a three, no good. Rebound Rhodes tipped it out of bounds, and it will be Griggsville Perry basketball, length of the court to go. 1:33 to play in the opening quarter. The Eagles of Griggsville Perry, the junior high, is supposed to have a game tonight, John. They've got too many kids out ill, so they had to cancel the game, a couple in a row, actually. So we hope they get better soon. They've got a good squad at the junior high level as well. Lane Lipkeman to Wyatt Lipkeman. Down on the block to McAllister. Back out, Wyatt Lipkeman. Across to Kirk. Looks in the corner. Woodward gets a touch. Puts it on the deck. Back out to Wyatt Lipkeman. 1:09 to play in the quarter. Takes his man in off the dribble to Woodward. Out top, McAllister trying to bull his way in. Shot fake, and they'll say he traveled. Turnover is the third on the Tornadoes. 1:03 to play in the first period. Carrollton down by 10, but trying to cut it closer here. Singleton in the backcourt. Surveys the floor, gets it to Howard. Back to Singleton, is the middleman. They work it to Rhodes on the right wing. As the ball poked away, took it down to his chest, now throws it out of bounds off of Woodward's. Rhodes got to realize how much bigger he is than anybody guarding him. You take that ball down to your waist, and everybody can grab it. 50 seconds to play in the first. Inbounds pass comes in. Corner, Brecken, three. He's been off the mark. Rebound down to Rhodes. He's going to try to back in against Kirk. Now has to work it back out to Singleton. Singleton on a dribble drive. Shot put up no good, but he's fouled on the floor by one of the Tornadoes. It'll be Wyatt Lipkeman.
Wyatt Lipkeman's first and the team fourth. And it's fall out of bounds underneath the basket to Carrollton.
Inbounds pass comes into Rhodes. He'll work it out top to Singleton. 35 seconds to play in the first. Down low, they try to work it into Rhodes, and it's stolen away. 9th turnover by the Hawks. And now as Wyatt Lipkeman brings it into the front court, he has it knocked out by Howard. Howard probably lucky not to be called for a foul right there. It was pretty physical. Here comes Wade Lipkeman back in. Kirk sits down for Griggsville Perry. 26.3 seconds to play in the first. On the other side, we see Rhodes sit down as back in is Bobby Heath for the Hawks. Trying to extend it even more in the waning seconds of this first period are the Tornadoes. As Lane Lipkeman with the dribbling display out at the Tornado at the center circle. Looks up at the clock with 10 seconds left. He'll set the play in motion now. Works it to Wyatt Lipkeman, knocked away. Good hustle by Singleton. 5.6 seconds to play in the first. Wyatt Lipkeman will be the man to throw it in. Puts the ball into McAllister. Ball knocked loose, and it's still loose. Stolen away by Singleton. Turnover number 4 by the Tornadoes, and that will end the first quarter. After one, it's Griggsville Perry 16, Carrollton 6. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
After a quarter, it's Griggsville Perry on top of Carrollton 16-6. Hawks shot just 3 of 11 from the floor, 27%, 0 of 4 from 3, and turned it over 9 times. Griggsville Perry 6 of 12 from the floor, 50%, 1 of 3 from 3. But those turnovers proved costly in that first quarter. GP will have the basketball to start the second quarter of play, up by this 10-point lead with Wyatt and Lane Lipkeman, McAllister, Myers, and Woodward to start the second period. Wyatt Lipkeman, who had 13 points in that first quarter of play, is on the dribble out front against Brecken. Works it to McAllister. Around the horn it comes to Lane Lipkeman. Now McAllister throws it to Wyatt Lipkeman, drives inside, lost it on the way up, they say, and a turnover, the 5th by the Tornadoes. 7 minutes, 38 seconds left in this first half. Here's a near turnover deep in the backcourt. Singleton runs it down for the Hawks. He works the ball to Croshower, who throws a pass that's knocked out of bounds by Garrett Woodward. Croshower, Singleton, Heath, Brecken, and Howard to start the period for the green and white Hawks. Pass will go in the backcourt to Caleb Howard. The junior will walk it across. There's a sky-high pass to Croshower. Try to throw a pass to the free throw line. Knocked loose. Good hustle by McAllister. He keeps it alive. Bodies flying everywhere. Griggsville Perry's man
was on the baseline, or on the sideline.
He was not, but the Carrollton man who was fighting for the ball was, and so that will be a Hawks turnover. They're 10. Good hustle by the Tornadoes. They were just hungrier for the ball that time, you can tell. 7:17 to play in the half. Here's Lane Lipkeman on the dribble. Free throw line to McAllister. Hands it off to Wyatt Lipkeman. Out top, Myers for a three. Banks it home. The bank is open late tonight, Michael Myers tells us. And makes it a 13-point lead. 19-6. Largest of the contest on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. For all of your diesel repair needs, Trucks. 217-922-0044. Here's a steal again, but then the Tornadoes will throw it right back away. 11th turnover by Carrollton, 6th by Griggsville Perry. Heath with the ball into the front court. Drives down low, throws up an off-balance shot, no good. Rebound loose underneath, and it comes to Lane Lipkeman. Into the front court come the Tornadoes. Myers couldn't corral it, but it was knocked out of bounds by one of the Hawks. It stays with GP underneath.
Have to think it's going to be hard for him to go from one side to the other. That hand wrapped as tight as it is right now.
Here's Woodward out front, works it to Wyatt Lipkeman, back to Woodward. Bounces it down low to McAllister. Skips it across Lane Lipkeman. Tries the dribble drive. Gets free. Left-hand layup no good. And the rebound secured by Croshower. 6:15 to play in the half. Croshower brings it across. To Howard. Deep in the corner. Brecken, who they've not been able to get going on the offensive side yet. At the free throw line. It goes to Heath. Kicks it out right side. Singleton for a three off the mark. Woodward gets the rebound for the Tornadoes. He'll turn and take it quickly the other way, coast to coast. Now loses the ball and steps out of bounds. Ooh, no, they'll say it was knocked out by Carrollton first. And it stays with Griggsville Perry down low. Tony Rhodes can't believe it. That's unbelievable, in fact. 5:54 to play in the half. Inbounds pass knocked away by Croshower. Griggsville Perry will take it out in the corner this time.
Tough inbounding spot if you guard tight and had a really big guy.
Inbounds pass comes to Lane Lipkeman. On the bounce. It's backdoor to Wyatt Lipkeman, who drives in, gets to McAllister. Free throw line shot up is too hard. And the rebound pulled in by Brecken. Brecken to the board, his second. Into the front court come the Hawks. Howard on the left side to Brecken. Back outside, Howard to Singleton. Throwing some long passes, that's where you get in trouble. They have turned it over 11 times already and have not scored here in the quarter. Now between the circles with it is Croshower. Looks now left side, Howard trying to make a little something happen. They get it in the middle to Heath, hands all over him, and they'll say that's too much from McAllister this time. He'll be called for his first.
His first and the team fifth. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Carrollton. 19-6 the score, 5:09 to go in the first half of play on the Truck scoreboard.
Here's Wade Lipkeman into the game. He replaces Garrett Woodward, so the Tornadoes are full staff when it comes to the Lipkemans. Pass tried to go inside to a new man, Bryson Bumgarner. It's stolen away. Turnover number 12. Coast to coast goes Lane Lipkeman. His shot no good. Rebound McAllister, and he's fouled.
I think it'll be Bobby Heath, but we'll wait and see. It will be. Bobby Heath's foul. Is that his second, Charlie?
Yes.
His second. Team third. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Griggsville Perry.
They're trying to be smart, but they're trying to throw the ball into Bryson Baumgartner. He's 5'6". Trying to throw it to him in the middle on the other end. Here's a drive in by Wyatt Lipkeman. His shot up no good, and now Bobby Heath's going to have 3 fouls, it appears.
That's got to be Bobby Heath's third, and it will be. Team fourth, and it'll be to the free throw line this time. Wyatt Lipkeman shooting a couple. 19-6 the score. Griggsville Perry with the lead. 4:51 to go in the first half of play. His first is up and good.
Second for Carrollton, number 13, Charlie Stump.
Been another opportunity. Actually, John, he's got 15 points.
15 of his team's 20. His brother's got, what, 2 of the others? So they've got 17 of the 20. And second one up and no good.
And an offensive rebound into the hands of Wade Lipkeman this time. So another chance for Griggsville Perry. Here's a pass a little wide for Lane Lipkeman. He runs it down. 20-6, the Tornado lead. 4:37 to play in the half. Wyatt Lipkeman, pick and roll action with cousin Wade. Shot up good. Good find. Wade Lipkeman has his first 2, and the lead just keeps on building for the Tornadoes. Baumgartner with it in the backcourt. Gets it to Howard. Howard will look to bring it up against Lipkeman now. Toward a double team, in some trouble. Tried to bounce it off the defender. Ball is loose, run down out there. Down low, they'll get it to Rhodes. He'll dish it off inside to his fellow big man, and Matt Bierman. And Bierman's got his first 2. First points of the quarter. Here's Lipkeman on a 3 the other way. That's Wade Lipkeman. Shot no good. Wyatt Lipkeman, though, hustles after and gets an offensive rebound.
Worked harder than anybody else to get it.
Clears it out to Lane Lipkeman. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. 22-8, the Tornadoes have the lead. Here's Lane Lipkeman, a little dribbling expose. Drives in, spin move up and good. Lane Lipkeman has 4. Twins putting on a show tonight. 24-8. In the backcourt is Howard. Here's a pass tip, but run down by Baumgartner. Then he throws it away. Turnover number 13 by the Hawks. Into the front court. Wyatt Lipkeman drives in. Shot blocked, and the board comes down to the Hawks as Charlie Stump pulls it in. Timeout by the Hawks. We will pause as well. 3 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the half. 24-8 is the Tornado lead. Back after this.
When I'm driving in my car with my family, I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car, we literally get excited when we see a DOT truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at DOT. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at DOT.
Three minutes, 23 seconds to play in the second quarter here in this varsity contest. An early varsity start tonight that started at 6:30. So this is a varsity contest if you're just joining us. And Griggsville Perry in control of this one, 24-8. In the backcourt with it is Stump. Works it across to Rhodes. Going to try to dribble his way in. Spin move, little floater up, no good. McAllister's going to come in, try to get the shot blocked, and instead is going to get a tough luck foul.
It's going to be McAllister's second, team 7th. Team 6, team 6. And to the free throw line goes Braylon Rhodes, shooting a couple. His first is up and no good.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Rhodes gets another as he was fouled in the act of shooting. 24-8 to score, 3:13 to go in the first half of play. He makes the second.
So he's got 3 points, 1 of 2 on that trip. And now he's got a foul to go along with it as he had both hands in the back of Wade Lipkeman, so Rhodes will pick up his first foul.
His first, team 5th. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Griggsville Perry.
A whistle here, Singleton and Croshower check back in. They'll replace Baumgartner and Howard for the Hawks. 3:10 to play second period, 24-9 is the Tornado advantage. Kirk with it in the corner to Myers. Lane Lipkeman, Wyatt Lipkeman, fakes the 3, tries the dribble drive, gets to the lane, shot put up is off the back of the iron, no good, and the rebound down to Brecken, his 3rd. He'll give it to Singleton, and the Hawks will walk it across. Down 24-9, under 3 minutes to play in the second period. Brecken on the wing, back to Singleton. He just kind of throws a shot up, no good. Rebound down to Kirk. Kirk with the board, they'll push it ahead. Into Wyatt Lipkeman, reverse layup, left hand. Pool customer is Lipkeman. He's got 17 of his team's 26. And the lead is 26-9.
Lane Lipkeman knocked the ball away there in the backcourt. He nearly had a steal there.
This is the largest lead of the contest right now. Howard into the game for the first time. Lucas Howard, the 6-foot sophomore for Carrollton. So they've gone deep into their bench, but yet to find a real solution here. And another turnover now as Singleton has a stolen away, and then he'll be credited with the tackle.
That'll be Singleton's first and the team sixth.
Sixth foul.
Okay.
6 fouls both ways. They'll be in the bonus after this. 2:23 to play in the half. 26-9 GP. Wade Lipkeman gets it to Wyatt Lipkeman. Wyatt will walk it up. Has Singleton guarding him off of the screen from Wade Lipkeman. He'll be fouled. He got switched off on Braylon Rhodes, so he'll pick up his second.
Braylon Rhodes, second, team seventh, will go to the free throw line, shoot 1 and 1. Will Wyatt Lipkeman. He is 2 of 3 from the free throw line now. I'm sorry, Charlie, I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me.
17 points.
Oh, okay. His first is up and good. He'll get the bonus.
Bowlers Universe, they're open every Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays until midnight. They'll have a band this Saturday evening at Bowlers Universe. Check them out at 7 o'clock. Always a good time there.
He makes them both, makes it 28-9, biggest lead now at 19.
And he's got 19, does Wyatt Lipkeman.
They lead by those 19 then, right?
2:07 to play in the half. Good thing he showed up tonight, right?
I know.
This could be a tie game. Into the front court, Singleton with it in the corner to Brecken. He'll get a good look for the three. It's off the mark. And the rebound loose. Comes down to Brecken after it was tipped around. His shot's blocked. But they'll say, no, not so fast. A foul called instead on Wade Lipkeman.
That'll be Wade Lipkeman's first and the team seventh. It'll be to the free throw line, Caden Brecken shooting a couple. 28-9, the score, 1:54 to go in the first half of play. Griggsville Perry with the lead. Brecken bounces the first one around, falls out.
Wilmette and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and outdoor wall hanging. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Reel at Wilmette and Twine or call 217-285-5013.
Second is up and it rattles home, makes it 28-10.
Brecken with his first point of the contest. And the Hawks in double digits. Here's Wyatt Lipkeman on a dribble drive, and he's got 21. Blackjack, he says. 21 and a 20-point lead. And a travel. Turnover number 15 by Carrollton. 6 in the second period now. Tornadoes imposing their will. 1:38 to play in the half. Up by 20. Here comes Caleb Howard back into the game. Replaces Krausschauer for the Hawks. Lane Lipkeman will bring it up for Griggsville Perry. Toward the left wing, hands it off to Wyatt Lipkeman. Off the Wade Lipkeman screen. Now Wyatt Lipkeman, three, little heat check, won't go. And the rebound pulled in by Brecken for Carrollton. To Singleton. Works it to Brecken into the front court. Right back to Singleton. Dribble drive in to Brecken in the corner for a three. No good again. Rebound down to Singleton on the offensive glass. He's in some trouble down there as Eli White bodying him up. He'll throw the pass back out front. Now on the right side, it goes to Howard. From Caleb Howard to Lucas Howard. Lucas is on the right wing, and he's got the ball again in his hands. He's going to throw a pass inside to Bierman. Back out front, Caleb Howard. Long pass down low, run down by Bierman. Bierman will throw a pass that's tipped with 48 seconds to play in the half to Brecken for a three right wing. He's 0 for the three-point line, and the rebound down to Michael Myers. 40 seconds to play in the half. Tornadoes their largest lead and looking to add to it right here. May they spread the floor and wait for a last shot. They'll run the old double stack set. Wyatt Lipkeman on the dribble out there. He'll get it to Lane Lipkeman. With 20 ticks to play in the half. Guarded out there by Howard. Not closely enough for a 5 count at the moment. 10 seconds to play in the half. Lane Lipkeman on the dribble, crosses over, drive, shot up no good, fouled with 3.5 seconds left, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
That foul's going to go against Lucas Howard, his first and the team eighth. It'll be to the free throw line. Lane Lipkeman shooting a couple. 30-10 the score. Griggsville Perry with the 20-point lead, 3.5 seconds to go in the first half of play. He makes the first. Give him 5 points now, Charlie.
Sure.
Makes it 31-10, 21-point lead now.
LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing for all of your trucking needs. Contact the Dunhams and their great team of professionals at LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808.
Lane Lipkeman makes them both.
He's got 6. 2-1. Volleyball line 3 up and no good by Singleton at the buzzer. And we head to halftime with the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes taking it to the Carrollton Hawks 32-10. We step aside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show where we'll have halftime stats and analysis after this.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Welcome back alongside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, a 32-10 Griggsville Perry lead at the halftime break. Halftime stats brought to you tonight in part by Moose Lodge 420. Check them out for their Friday meals, the Moose Lodge on West Washington Street in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Griggsville Perry led 16-6 after a quarter. They extended the lead by going on a 16-4 run in the second quarter to lead by 22 at the halftime break. That is their largest lead of the contest. Carrollton did have a 2-point lead early on. We've had one lead change and one tie. That was at 2 points apiece. Turnovers tell the tale in this one. Carrollton with 15 first-half turnovers, 6 for Griggsville Perry, none of those in the second period as the Tornadoes handled the ball well. Fouling situation for GP, 7 team fouls, 2 apiece against Myers and McAllister. Woodward with 1, Wade Lipkeman with 1, Wyatt Lipkeman with a single foul. For Carrollton, 8 team fouls, 3 of those came against Bobby Heath, 2 against Braylon Rhodes, and then a single foul against Lucas Howard, Carson Crosshour, and Tyler Singleton. It's a halftime lead of 32-10 for Griggsville Perry on top of this squad from Carrollton. We pause for a break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. More halftime stats your way after this timeout.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your Nutrient Crop consultant today. Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It is a 32-10 advantage at the halftime break here for Griggsville Perry. Tornadoes got there by shooting 11 of 23, 45.4%. 2 of 6 from 3 and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 21 points for Wyatt Lipkeman so far this evening. Lane Lipkeman with 6, Michael Myers with 3, and Wade Lipkeman with 2 points in the first half. For Carrollton, things didn't come as easily. 4 of 20 from the field. 0 of 7 from 3 and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Braylon Rhodes with 3. Check that, that's actually Bobby Heath with 4, Rhodes with 3. Bierman has 2 in the first half, and then a single point for Caden Brecken from the free throw line. It is Griggsville Perry in control of this contest, 32-10 on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Motors across from Quincy High School in Quincy, Illinois, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram location. They are the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff's committed to being car buying process, making it simple for you and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. We step aside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. More your way on Central Illinois Sports after this.
Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipkeman Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with a service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles! Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports, 32-10. Griggsville Perry has the advantage as we get ready to start the second half of play. Carrollton will have the basketball. Our contest tonight brought to you in part by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters and Curley offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, sidewalks, decorative patios, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete.
Carrollton ball coming out here. They trail 32-10.
They got to take better care of the basketball if they're going to have any chance to even get within shouting distance in this one. Locking it up is Croshower. He, Brecken, Rhodes, Singleton, and Heath, the original starters out there for the Hawks. Singleton gets it on the left wing. Works the pass across to Brecken. Back to Singleton. On the left side, Heath. Heath tries to drive in. Kicks it back out to Brecken. Deep in the corner it goes. Here's a shot put up by Croshower for a three, no good. And the rebound to Michael Myers. Myers will dribble into the front court, but he carried it, the official tells us. So a turnover on Griggsville Perry as their seventh. Seven minutes, 26 seconds to play in the third. Hawks back on the attack. Croshower with it. Try to throw a pass down low and just threw it right to the defender. 16th turnover into the front court. Wyatt Lipkman picking up where he left off in the first. No, misses the layup as it was contested. And the rebound is pulled in by Carson Croshower, his second. Free throw line is Heath. He's open for a shot from there. No good. Rebound run down by Wade Lipkman. Into the front court, Lane Lipkman to Wade Lipkman. Myers, right side, Wyatt Lipkman. Back to Myers. He'll fire away from downtown. No good. Rebound run down by Wyatt Lipkman. Back out top, Wade Lipkman to Lane Lipkman on the wing. And he says, let's run a little offense. 6:38 to play in the third. A little late arriving crowd after halftime. They'll throw a pass down low, knocked away by Brecken. Saves it in, and a turnover on the Tornadoes is their eighth. Singleton into the front court, and he throws it behind Croshower and out of bounds. And the Hawks say we give it and we take it away here. They give it that time lost.
That was an unforced turnover that time.
6:26 to play in the third. And Wyatt Lipkman will bring it up for the Tornadoes. It's been a slow night at the concession stand or something, huh? Long lines maybe in the bathrooms. Here's Lane Lipkman to Woodward on the right wing. They're going to call an offensive foul here. On an illegal screen, the official tells us.
Did they call it against McAllister?
I thought they called it against Wade Lipkman.
Wade Lipkman's foul.
Second, team first of the half.
Okay.
6:10 to play in the third, and we're still at 32-10, which was the halftime score. Croshower works it to Brecken. Down low, Heath. Heath, little left-handed shot. He really hasn't ever really shot the ball conventionally, I would say, but he does have 6 points, and it makes it 32-12. Into the front court, Wade Lipkman. Lane Lipkman to Wyatt Lipkman. He'll work the dribble. Pull-up jump shot. Won't go. Rebound down to Rhodes as he grabs his second rebound of the contest. Croshower will bring it up for the Hawks. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the third. They trail by 20. Croshower to Singleton. He took his eye off of it for a moment. Ran it back down, gets it to Croshower. Try to throw it down low. Stolen away by McAllister. McAllister on the run with Wyatt Lipkman into the front court. Up and in for two more for Wyatt Lipkman. He's got 23. 23 of his team's 34. Points off of turnovers, a big difference in this one. Here's a ball knocked loose, run down. Wyatt Lipkman saves it to Lane Lipkman. A little brotherly love here. And Lane Lipkman up with another two. He's got 8. 36-12. Biggest lead of the contest right now for Griggsville Perry. Heath with it in the backcourt. He splits the double team, works it to Brecken. On the right side, Singleton. Down low to Rhodes. Rhodes puts a shot up, no good. Heath put back, won't fall. But it's tipped up and in on the third try by Croshower as he's got his first 2 of the night. 4:30 left in this third period. Here's Wade Lipkman, a 3 in transition, no good. And Brecken goes and pulls down his 5th rebound. All on the defensive side. 4:20 left in the third. Singleton gets it on the right side to Crushauer. Back out to Singleton. Brecken. Deep in the corner to Crushauer, trying to get free. Free throw line, Brecken. Ball knocked away. Another turnover here, the 20th. Into the front court. Who else? Wyatt Lipkeman. He says, I will take 2 more, please. And it's 38-14. Tying the largest lead of the contest. Here's a travel by Heath. 21 turnovers. Not what you're looking for if you're Carrollton.
Never more turnovers than points, and 7 more turnovers than points is definitely going to make it difficult.
Congratulations this evening to the 8th grade Pikeland Community School Braves. They defeat Quincy Catholic 34-18 to win the 8th grade regional. They'll play in the sectional next Wednesday night. So the Lady Braves just keep on trucking out there. Here's a foul going to be called against Rhodes now, John, and he'll pick up his third.
Braylon Rhodes' third, team first in the second half. It'll be a ball out of bounds on the sideline to Griggsville Perry.
So the second man with 3 fouls. And it's ball out of bounds to Griggsville Perry here. And the Tornadoes, John, this pressure just has been too much for the Hawks. Pass down low. It's back out to Lane Lipkeman. Look it around the perimeter. Back to Lane Lipkeman. Tries to dribble drive in. Finds Wyatt Lipkeman. Little Euro step. Left-hand shot no good. Rebound on the offensive side. Garrett Woodward out top to McAllister for a 3. Good. Hustle play by Woodward. Gets a 3 for McAllister and makes it 41-14. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard, 2:50 to play in the third. Into the front court, Rhodes gets it from Heath. Rhodes trying to back his way in, throws it back out. In the corner to Stump. And traveling, 22 turnovers.
Carrollton keeps going with these long passes. It just gives so much time for the Griggsville Ferry defenders to get in position to take the ball.
Looks like we'll see Heath go to the bench, and back in is Caleb Howard. Griggsville Perry looking to expand on this lead here. Here's a dribble drive in. Lane Lipkeman trying to find Kirk, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Tornadoes, their 9th turnover.
Lane kind of drove down underneath the basket, got double teamed right against the end line, and just couldn't find a spot to go with it.
2:19 to play in the third. Into the front court. Howard down low, Rhodes. Good job that time by the Hawks to break the pressure and make it 41-16. Tornadoes are quickly into the front court, though. Out top, here's a 3 by Lane Lipkeman. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. Lane's in double figures now with 11. A quick answer. And another steal. McAllister stepped in front of the pass this time. He'll take it into the front court. Works a pass that's stolen out of there by Caleb Howard. Stump now trying to bring it into the front court. Has it deep in the corner. Throws it out top to Caleb Howard. Howard to Brecken. Goes down low. Ball is knocked away. Last touch by the Tornadoes, they'll tell us. 1:35 to play in the third. Here comes Myers and Wade Lipkeman back in. Kirk and McAllister go to the bench. Bounce pass coming. Comes to the corner after being tipped. Stump has it. Works it on the left wing to Lucas Howard. Skips it across to Caleb Howard. To Lucas Howard back on the left wing. Down low, Stump. Caught on the baseline. Throws it back out, Lucas Howard to Rhodes. Turns and faces. Little fadeaway shot, no good. And the rebound to Garrett Woodward for GP. Works it to Myers. Into the front court, Wyatt Lipkeman. Waits for his teammates to come up and catch up to Myers. Shot up no good. And then Myers will be called for the foul on the rebound. So he'll pick up his third.
Michael Myers third. Team second? Okay, team second. And ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Or excuse me, length of the court to go for Carrollton. underneath the basket, but not their basket.
Eli White checks in for the Tornadoes. Into the front court. Charlie Stump gets it for Carrollton. Throws a cross-court pass to Howard. In the corner to Heath. Heath is called for traveling.
He jump-stepped as he came down and then took another step.
Here's Wade Lipkeman back in as Eli White sits down after a quick appearance on the court. And the Hawks had too many guys out there. They'll get that sub in. I said, sorry, we didn't see him down there. New people working at the bench for Griggsville period this year, it looks like. 50 seconds to play in the third. 44-16. It's been all Tornadoes here. Out top, Wyatt Lipkeman to Lane Lipkeman. We'll get it to Woodward. Trying to burn a little clock here in the waning moments of the third period. 30 seconds left. Lane Lipkeman gets it back. He wants Woodward to go through now as he dribbles toward the wing. Out top, Myers to Woodward with 7. Get it out to Lane Lipkeman with 5. He looks to make a move with, no, it's 12, excuse me. I can't see the other number on here, John. Block. Now they get it to Wyatt Lipkeman on the back door. He'll put it up and in. They knew they had more time than I thought they had. They score another one for Wyatt Lipkeman. Here's Heath from the volleyball line at the buzzer, no good, and we played 3 quarters. It's all GP, 46-16, a running clock, 4th quarter when we come back.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Lipkeman Insurance Services realize today's risk. A good risk management plan is a necessity. It takes thought and consideration in many variables that face you as a producer. No one solution can be the answer. At Lipkeman Insurance Services, we have over 40 years of experience with agriculture and the problems you face. We offer a wide variety of options to help you shoulder some of the risk. We understand farming. We will go over your goals and challenges as a producer and build a risk management plan that fits your operation. Contact Brett Lipkeman at 217-242-2703. Lipkeman Insurance Services, a trusted and proven provider of federal crop insurance for over 20 years. Go Eagles!
After 3 quarters, Griggsville Perry a commanding lead, 46-16. Tornadoes shooting 17 of 35 from the floor, so just shy of 50%, 3 of 10 from 3 and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They've only given up 16 points, and they forced 24 turnovers as Carrollton's shooting 7 of 29. We'll have a running clock here in the final period.
It'll make it go fast, about 8 minutes.
Yep. They're going to play a JV, some kind of a game after this. I'm not sure if it's a full game or not, but won't be hanging around for it, so they'll have to tell us about it next week. Here's a shot put up, no good. Rebound down to Charlie Stump for Carrollton. Stump works it across to Howard. It's Caleb Howard on the right side. Crowshower back to Stump in the corner. They're looking to try to get it down low. Those interior passes, John, have not been open tonight. 25th turnover. Wyatt Lipkeman drives in. Left-hand shot. Good again. He's got 29. The lead is 32.
Carrollton hasn't done a very good job of ball faking that either. You might be able to get that defender to kind of fly by if you would.
Howard works the ball free throw line to Heath. And he's fouled here, the referee tells us. I think it's Woodward on the reach, and it will be Garrett Woodward with his second.
Woodward second, team third. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Carrollton.
Brecken back in along with Bryson Baumgardner for the Hawks. Clock rolling here in this 4th quarter. 48-16. Carrollton trailing Griggsville Perry on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Here's Lane Lipkeman near steal. Run down, though, by Baumgardner. He'll get it to Lucas Howard. Left side, Brecken for a 3. It's no good. And the rebound tipped around and pulled in by McAllister. He'll get it to Myers. Across to Wyatt Lipkeman, and he's fouled on the reach by Caleb Howard.
That'll be Caleb Howard's first, team third. It'll be team second. Okay, sorry. It'll be ball out of bounds to GPL on the sideline.
Lane Lipkeman with it for the Tornadoes. Dribbles, kicks out, left side. McAllister for a three, no good. Rebound down to Lane Lipkman on the offensive side. Gets it to Wyatt Lipkman in the corner to Woodward. Woodward with a little baseline move. Shot blocked. No, a foul going to be called instead. The referee tells us, and Garrett Woodward heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Bobby Heath with the foul, his fourth, team third.
Thank you.
And Woodward shooting 2 shots here. He is looking for his first points of the contest.
48-16 the score, 5.5 minutes left in the game, somewhere in there. And his first is up and a little long, no good.
Bowlers Universe, check them out. This Friday, they're open until midnight. Saturday, 4 to midnight, they'll have the band Rabina Groove. And for your listening pleasure on a Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, try one of the many craft beers at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Woodward's second is up and short off the front of the rim, no good. Carrollton with the rebound.
So Eli White has checked in. Also in for the first time on the evening is Logan Finsick, the 6'4 sophomore. Here's Heath with it. Out top to Caleb Howard, to Brecken on the wing. The throw bounce pass down low to Heath, who puts it up and in. Bobby Heath with 8 for the Hawks. 48-18. Down low, White the other way. Try to get Brecken off his feet. Brecken blocks the shot. Rebound tipped around. Comes back to White. He loses his footing now, and it's stolen away. A turnover on the Tornadoes, their 11th. Howard into the front court to Heath behind the arc. Works it out top to Caleb Howard. Over on the right side, Lucas Howard to Baumgartner. Back out to Lucas Howard, Caleb Howard. 4:23 left in this contest. On the right wing with it is Lucas Howard to Caleb Howard. Just have not had an opportunity really to run much offense as Carrollton. They've turned it over 25 times. Baumgartner left wing has picked up the dribble. Looks down low. Hey, really nice find that time to Brecken. Baumgartner with a pretty find and Brecken with an easy 2. Halfway home of this fourth quarter. Here's Finsick now going to rise and fire at 3. No good. And the rebound down to Brecken. 6th. Caleb Howard into the front court. Tried to throw the pass back out. It was tipped away. Run down by the Hawks. Howard on the left wing to Lucas Howard. Free throw line. Heath. Little fadeaway J. No good. And Finsick gets his first rebound. To Wyatt Lipkman. Down low finds White. White trying to go up with it. Over the top. No good. Rebound down to Brecken. Baumgartner into the front court. He's waiting for his teammates to catch up. And instead he throws it out of bounds. Said you guys weren't going to catch up. I'll just throw it where you should have been. And a line change here for Carrollton with 3:10 to play. They'll bring Bierman, Rhodes, Singleton, along with Croshower back in. And the says, hey, we need one more guy out there. It's going to be Carson Grafford, a 5'10 sophomore. Clint Kirk in for the Tornadoes, and also in for the first time, Braden Lister, the 5'9 sophomore. GP with just 10 guys on the roster this year, so a lot of these guys going to keep playing till the end of the game because there's not a lot of options. Here's Wyatt Lipkman on a dribble drive. Shot up no good, and he'll be fouled and shoot 2. Now he kind of comes up, kind of grabbed at that left ankle for a second.
Foul. Got to wait for it to come up on the board as I couldn't see what the referee signaled. The first on Matt Bierman.
Lipkman misses the first. He'll have another opportunity. He's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. The Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, they have been serving Pike County since 1991. You can check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Makes the adjustment, makes the second, makes it 49-20.
And he's got 30 points, does Wyatt Lipkman. 30 of his team's 50. 49, excuse me, 49. 30 of his team's 49. That sounds even better, doesn't it? Here's Rhodes. Out top. 3-point shot is off the mark this time for Grafford. Rebound comes down to Singleton, and he'll be fouled with the clock running.
That'll be Finsick's foul. It'll be his first and the team 4th. Ball out of bounds underneath the basket to Carrollton.
Hawks to inbound. Singleton, the man to throw it in. Does so in the corner to Croshower. Drives the baseline, misses the layup. Rebound pulled in by Finsick, his second. Into the front court. Tornadoes, they find Woodward now to Finsick for a three. It's no good. And the rebound to Bierman for the Hawks. Minute left. Croshower walks it up. There's a pass that was kicked by Wyatt Lipkeman, and it'll be ball out of bounds. Here comes Eli White back in for the Tornadoes. He'll sit down Wyatt Lipkeman with 30 points. Had 21 in the first half. Croshower with it with 33 seconds left. We'll have the Illini Community Hospital postgame show, where we'll name our Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris player of the game. So stay tuned. Wonder who that could be tonight.
It's a mystery.
We'll give you three guesses, and the first two don't count. Here's a drive in, a little spinorama, back out to Singleton for a three, no good. Rhodes gets the rebound. He'll put it back up, won't fall. Rebound down underneath to Grafford. He'll put up a little floater, and it's good. Grafford's got his first two. And the final in this contest is going to be a 49-22 win for the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes over Carrollton. Tornadoes improved to 2-1 on the season. Carrollton drops to 0-2, and we take you to the Illini Community Hospital postgame show with final stats and analysis after this.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com.
Well, a fairly dominating performance from the opening tip to the final buzzer in this one as Griggsville Perry defeats Carrollton by a score of 49-22. Tornadoes led 16-6 after a quarter, 32-10 at half. They led 46-16 after 3, and they win this one 49-22. Behind 30 points from Wyatt Lipkeman, Lane Lipkeman with 11. 3 points for Michael Myers, 3 for Dane McAllister, and 2 for Wade Lipkeman to round out the scoring for Griggsville Perry. They only trailed once in the contest, and once they took the lead, they did not give it back. Carrollton led in the contest by Bobby Heath with 8 points, Braylon Rhodes with 5, 3 for Matt Bierman, 3 for Caden Brecken, 2 apiece for Carson Croshower and Carson Grafford. Final score in the contest, a 49-22 win for Griggsville Perry. We pause for a break on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show, where since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community with high-quality medical services close to home. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org. We name our Derek Harris Edward Jones Financial Advisor Player of the Game next.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Back at the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, Griggsville Perry with a big win here in their home opener as they defeat Carrollton 49-22. It's time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And John, when a guy comes out and scores 30, unless there's a guy on the other side that scores 52, he's usually going to be the Player of the Game. And Wyatt Lipkeman is that guy here tonight. He really had a nice contest here this evening.
He was the reason for the win. An awful lot of it on both ends of the court. As he also had several steals, was really working hard on the boards, and just really gave it everything he had.
A good hustle player, and he's rewarded with that type of play with 30 points. And tonight's Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris, player of the game. That's going to do it from Griggsville Perry High School. For John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. We'll see you tomorrow night at Voschel Gymnasium in Pittsfield as the Sockies play host to the Southeastern Suns. Varsity tip around 7:30. We'll be on the air around 7:10 with the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Until then, thank you for joining us this evening for another Central Illinois Sports presentation.